The Healthy Community part of our show is about our Health and Human Services Department, which makes sense.
And there is a whole lot more to that department than a lot of us realize.
It is one of our largest county departments.
And they do an incredible job of helping a lot of amazing people.
We hope you learned something new now in our Healthy Community story.
Jackson County Health and Human Services recently received National Public Health Accreditation, an accomplishment that's hard to achieve. They worked hard to become accredited to ensure the highest commitment to all of us in Jackson County.
I'm Dr. F. Douglas Scutchfield. I'm a member of the Public Health Accreditation Board and chair of its Accreditation Committee. On behalf of the Public Health Accreditation Board, which so many of you know as FAB, I want to congratulate you on achieving this milestone of national accreditation of your health department. Participating in the accreditation process, achieving accreditation, and continuing the process of quality improvement that is part of the accreditation process demonstrates your commitment to improving your community's health. The accreditation you celebrate today shows that your health department meets or exceeds the rigorous standards and measures established by the Public Health Accreditation Board. Despite the important role your public health department plays in your community, there's not been a national system for demonstrating your accountability and quality to your community until now. Today is your day to proudly tell your community and the world that your health department is an excellent performer and that your work ranks amongst the best work of public health nationally. Again, on behalf of the FAB Board of Directors, the Accreditation Committee, and FAB staff, I want to congratulate you on this achievement, an achievement that places your health department as a leader amongst our nation's health departments.
Hello, I'm Bill Mance with County Close-Up. Today's really a very special day. We've done a number of great stories about Jackson County here on the show, and this is an event that's been going on for a long time, and really kind of the highest praise that a health department can truly get. So we're going to be celebrating today the fact that your Jackson County Health Department is publicly accredited now, and that is a really, really big deal. And the individuals that I have with us are the people that kind of led the team and took a lot of work and energy. So we're excited for you to learn about this process, mostly the value that it is to you as a citizen of Jackson County. So I think I'll start maybe, Jackson, with you, and I'll just, so why did Jackson County Health and Human Services really get the desire or feel that being accredited really was an important effort on behalf of the citizens of Jackson County?
Yeah, so the National Public Health Accreditation is fairly newer. You have hospital systems that are accredited nationally. You have other types of facilities that are accredited nationally. And so when this came out, it was an opportunity, one, to demonstrate the excellence of Jackson County Public Health. It's also an opportunity in looking at grants to be more competitive, potentially, for funding down the future. So it was a strategic move, if you will, in doing it that way. And there's also levels of transparency, quality improvement, a lot of different things that I'm sure we'll talk about in this.
So how was the process, and what was it like going through it?
Well, it was a lot of work. Andrea really did a great job of keeping us all on task and everything. We were all assigned different duties, and we really all got to know a lot about each other's programs really well. And it was a very lengthy process, but it was definitely worthwhile.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit of how thorough they were, and the types of things that they were really looking for you to explain to them on how our health department worked here in Jackson County.
Well, they have a set of what they call the standards and measures. So that is a list of detailed things that they're looking for from us, and there are somewhere around 100 measures that we had to meet, with 214 pieces of required documentation, many of which required 2 examples. So that was a lot of documents and process to put together. But what they're looking for overall is for us to show that we can provide the 10 essential services of a public health department.
what were some of the things maybe that surprised you that were on that list, or just what was it like about you're doing your day-to-day work and then all of a sudden you have to go back and look at what you did and then really kind of take credit for it, which is always a little awkward.
It was really a balancing act of, you know, being able to maintain our service line of business in each department, and then, you know, getting all the documentation and you know, distributing the workload to be able to meet and, you know, gather all this documentation for accreditation. So I think as a group we did a great job of being able to do that balancing act.
And I think to lend to that, one of the challenges of accreditation is we do a lot of work in the community. We do a lot of good population health work, direct service work, but we ultimately had to come down to prove that you did it. So for instance, if you went to, let's say there was a maternal child health meeting that you attended. So it needed to provide, let's see the agenda, let's see what you talked about, let's see the minutes to show your attendance. And so a lot of it came to just, we did a lot more work than was represented in accreditation, but it's the work that you can really prove through documentation. And that kind of surprised me that the Public Health Advisory, where they really hold you to a high level of proof, which is also good.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes the accreditation worth a lot.
Right,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so did you learn anything about documenting and keeping track of what you're doing?
There's always room for improvement.
We've developed a lot of processes and protocols now and standards on documentation.
So when we come around for next time, we will have every piece of paper correctly labeled, dated, timed, almost signed in blood that this did occur. So it'll be really a positive event as we get reaccredited.
Did you find yourself kind of a little bit of pride for the work that you've done in the past as you kind of revisit it? Because like everybody, you probably just, you know, it's the next thing and you're on to the next project. And did you find a sense of pride in the amazing work that the department does?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think going through accreditation, it's also something that we got to tell the story of public health and give those examples of the work that our agency has done where the community has benefited from it. So it was just that opportunity to showcase and tell the story, which we don't get to do very often.
And the different programs, I mean, working as a team, for instance, Tanya's, the program she deals with, there are a lot of just wonderful highlights within that, for instance, you know, maybe Ann or Chad weren't aware of. And so working in that team environment actually really helped us integrate the public health leadership as a whole, really integrate and I think work well together and really kind of help in the future, just working as a team, really getting to know each other and the work that each one of us in our programs do.
So, I remember the accreditation discussion a while ago. So tell me about how long the process took. And I know that there was a lot that you had to come up with, but just kind of that timeline and ultimately, did that surprise you that it just took a lot of time to do? So how long did it take?
You want to try it, Andrea?
Begin to end.
So I think the initial interest and learning about accreditation and what was necessary really started back in 2012. Wow. And then there are several prerequisite documents. So like we had some really big things to accomplish. One was a community health assessment, and that took place over 2013. And so that is collecting data and learning all about the health status of our entire county, which we did in collaboration with our CCO partners. And then in 2014, we worked on our own strategic plan as well as a community health improvement plan. And then 2015 was where the rubber started meeting the road, and we were really gathering documentation for submission. 2016 was submitting, having our site visit where the visitors from FAB came and interviewed us and really saw our health department, and finally we got our decision in March 2017, so almost 5 years.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
It was a real project management process, and I think Andrea's work on that was excellent, but each one of you that worked on domains and standards and wrote about other people's products that they submitted really were instrumental in making it effective.
Yeah.
It's quite remarkable that we didn't have a probationary, that we really got full status when we got accredited. Normally, or many counties may have had to go through a secondary step to actually get fully accredited. So I think that's a real feather in our cap.
Yeah.